seventh generation Black Canadian from Nova Scotia. I became a police officer in 1969 in Halifax, and I then left there in 1978 for the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And I had 36 years. I had 28 years with the RCMP, total of 36 years of policing. So that's my background. Well, I grew up in a city that was, or a province that had a lot of boxers, a lot of unnamed boxers who were very good, but the opportunities weren't there. So I started boxing just with my father, who was not a boxer, but he knew boxing. Mm-hmm. And there was a little gym in Halifax on Creighton Street in the community, and I started to go there. And we as kids in the afternoon would go down and try and beat each other up. And I just kept going. I kept going back. And I kept training. And I sort of became a sparring partner to a degree to a number of boxers. And as a result of that, I went into competition later on in life because my first love was policing. There's one individual, David Downey, who became Canadian middleweight champion, and he mentored me, and over the years, he kept me interested. Taylor Gordon was my coach, and he was very good. He kept me grounded and pushed me to the point where I won the Canadian Amateur Boxing Championship in 1975. In Nova Scotia, there was a number of boxers that came out of Nova Scotia that, as I said, were unnamed, other than in Nova Scotia, but you had champions like Clyde Gray, you had Chris Clark, Ricky Anderson, Dave Downey, as I say, who put boxing on the map in Nova Scotia. And you don't hear about them every day because it's a long history. There's a lot of people who were very, very good, but didn't get as far as they could have based on the opportunities. There is a unique perspective of black boxers. Of course, white boxers deserve the same degree of notoriety, but this being Black History Month, black boxers are prevalent in some of these situations, and I think that they should be recognized. And a lot did not have the opportunities that I had, and people today have more opportunities than I had. So it's a progressive process. Well, I've read a little bit about him. There's a book that was written by a journalist in Halifax, Nova Scotia, who has a little piece in here. And one of the things from a racial perspective is that he didn't pay much attention to racial so-called guidelines. He did what he wanted to do, and he was a very good fighter, and he beat a lot of people, and he flaunted it. And to flaunt it in those days, there was no restrictions. I mean, he could have been lynched, he could have been shot, but he did what he wanted to do. So he's quite a unique person. Well, if you're talking about skills, the best boxers are the boxers that can change their styles based on their opponent. That would be Muhammad Ali. But I also like the underdog who made it through life, such as Joe Frazier, Mike Tyson, who fought and used boxing as a stepping stone to fame and to finance. Yeah. I would have liked to have pursued perhaps my opportunity to go to the Olympics, but my work stopped me from doing that in relation to the duties that I had to do. But I went as far as I could. I won the heavyweight division in 1975 of boxing. So that's something that's an achievement that I'm proud of, that I won the Canadian Amateur Boxing Championship heavyweight division in 1975. I knew Naren when he was a student at Bob Carver's club. And of course, I stayed on after he took over the club, and I've been going. And I can say that it has contributed significantly to my mental and physical health, to be able to go there and to be able to associate with all the people and watch them become fighters, and under the leadership of Crew Naren. Going to the gym, I'm getting older now, so I tend to get a little lazy. But as I enter the gym, and you get the smells, and you hear the bell ringing and the pads punching, it's invigorating. It's invigorating because it's something that I used all my life to deal with stress, as a form of self-defense, as a form of socialization, in training, and I love the training. So that's how I feel when I go to the gym.